I was asked the vital question, what can you do to make the Library of Congress accessible to everyone? Not just for scholars, not just for people like, well, Ken Burns is there a lot, or David McCullough's, all these people, Doris Kearns Goodwin, of course they're there. But what could you do? And I thought about Baltimore. And I thought about that Freddie Gray incident and being there on the ground when a little girl, about 10, looked out and saw the commotion, and she said, "What's the matter? What's going on?" And I realized that being at the Library of Congress, we could digitize the papers of Rosa Parks, which we now have online, where I could have been in that library in Baltimore and pulled up those papers when Rosa Parks, in her own hand, talked about what she felt being arrested and how long, and all of these things. And that's when I signed on. The challenges today are how to talk about these things without being political. And so as Librarian of Congress, I serve Congress and the people it serves, every community. And we're in an interesting time, a perilous time, but if we look at history, and history can inform us, history can, engraved at the National Archives, the past is prologue. If you don't know the history, you don't understand. It's something that we have to grapple with. And so, there are more books now about libraries. And how many of you have read The Personal Librarian? Personal Librarian Belle da Costa Greene, the librarian with J.P. Morgan, who helped with the Morgan Library, but had to hide her identity as a person of color. Because of that, she also had one of my, it's recommended reading, must tell you, favorite lines, because she was known for dressing quite interestingly. She said, "Just because I'm a librarian, I don't have to dress like one." The Personal Librarian, Susan Orlean's book, the library book, that really got a lot of people going about that. One of my favorites, The Paris Library, about the American Library in Paris and those feisty fighters for freedom. Andrew Dower, Cloud Cuckoo Land, that gives one of the best descriptions of a public library and what it could be. But what we really were excited about, and you should see, was the recent post by former President Obama. "Thank you to America's librarians for protecting our freedom to read." And I just have to read, yes. "In any democracy, the free exchange of ideas is an important part to making sure that citizens are informed, engaged, and feel like their perspectives matter. And it's so important, in fact, that here in America, the First Amendment of our Constitution states that freedom begins with our capacity to share and assess ideas, even and maybe especially the ones we disagree with. And more often than not, someone decides to write those ideas down in a book." And he ends and he goes on about his own life and all of that, but he says it's also important to understand that the world is watching. And it is.